Hi, good morning and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today I'm going to do a video regarding this fine piece of equipment, this Coach Baseline 200 that you may remember a video going back, I think it was in September I actually posted. I get a lot of questions from my subscribers, whatever happened with the Baseline 200 tire machine made by Coach? Well, as of today is actually March 3rd, and Coach has actually done absolutely nothing. They tell me that there's nothing they can do anymore. The machine is actually just not a good piece of equipment. So at this point, I'm done dealing with Coach. I am going to look into buying another machine, hopefully a better machine, and it will not be Coach. I will actually, you know what, I'm going to incorporate into this video my previous review of how good this product is. So nobody likes to be screwed by a company, but Coach, you should be ashamed of yourself for not taking care of a problem. As I find out, and as probably a lot of you people know out there now, is that even though it's a Coach product, it's actually not really a made by Coach. From what I understand, it was made by a company overseas, and Coach just slaps their stickers on it. So I will put the, actually, you know what, I'm going to put my video, my review of this video on here right now, but I just wanted to give you an update because I do hear a lot of questions from people. Whatever happened with the Coach machine? Well, that's it. Coach gave me a royal screwing, and they're stepping back and not doing anything about it. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on the next one. Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we're going to do a video different than any other video I've done before. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm usually a pretty easygoing guy. It doesn't take a lot to get me going. I'm pretty calm about everything. But this particular problem I'm having now is actually, it kind of burns my feathers. And I'm going to explain to you what happened. My tire machine that I had for just about forever, 10, 15 years, never a problem with it, little odds and ends here and there. It's a Coach product, I might add. And I've been in business 40 years. This is actually my 5th Coach machine over that period of time. I've always been very happy with Coach. Now, I'm not happy. I spoke to Coach. I spoke to the people I bought the machine from. I didn't buy it from a distributor. I didn't buy it from anybody online. I bought it directly from the factory. It's the Coach. It's the Baseline 200. The reason I went with the Baseline 200, I spoke to the salesman, and I discussed it with him, how many tires we do a week. I'm not a real big tire shop. I do probably, 10, 20 tires a week. So it's really not a very low volume tire shops. So we discussed it, and we decided that I was going to go with the less expensive machine, which is the Baseline product, because it'll give me years of service and it had a decent 1-year warranty, or so the salesman told me. As it turns out later on, after I had a problem with it, about 4 months, 5 months into it, I called up Coach, talked to them, and they told me that the product had a 1-year warranty, but not on the labor, had parts warranty, which meant I had to pay out of pocket. So 4 months into it already, I started having problems with it, that I'm losing air through the pedals. When you step on the pedal and release it, it's supposed to stop hissing. You know that when you let go of the pedal, it's supposed to go back to its neutral position. The air is supposed to stabilize, and it's supposed to stop. Not in this case. It just kept running and running and running. Problem is, your compressor keeps on running all the time, and it's not right. From day one, I had trouble where the self-oiler wasn't working correctly. They came, they looked at it, they told me there's nothing wrong with it, that it only does it when you step on the pedal. It's supposed to suck in the oil. Well, this is now like 3 years down the road. It still hasn't gone down at all. I have to oil it on a regular basis myself, manually. Today, the latest problem, which is why I'm actually making this video, is I got trouble with the machine now for the 3rd time. I had the guy down the first time. After discussing it with them, they came in, they changed the pedal, and out of the kindness of their heart, they gave me the part and installed it for free, which was good. Now I got a problem where the pedal was leaking again. I talked to the guy who came and fixed it. He sends me a new piece for it. I had to pay for it. I installed it myself. Today we got a problem again where the bead breaker doesn't pull in and break the bead. When you apply the bead breaker, it won't pull in. You have to actually push out on the bead breaker to get the breaker to pull in. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about so you know I'm not BSing anybody. So let me bring you up there. I'm going to show you what's going on with the machine, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. And I hope that I do hear from Coates or Anco or whoever is now in charge of this company, because I am absolutely not happy with this. I would never, ever, ever buy another Coates product again. So let me show you what's going on with it, and you can decide for yourself. Okay, first thing you're going to notice is I'm doing a tire here. No big deal, I'm just changing 4 tires. Fairly easy job when the machine works correctly. As you can see, I had to disconnect the air. The reason I had to disconnect it, and I'm going to show you why, now that it fills up. You hear that hissing? It never stops. It just keeps on hissing, and then winds up, my compressor runs continuously trying to keep up with it. The next problem I have is you come over to the pedals over here, you step on the pedal, you step on the pedal, and that bead arm is supposed to pull in. You see how slow that thing is going in? Look at that. You believe it? The only way I can get it to pull in is I got to put outward pressure on it to make it pull in. To me, this thing is a piece of garbage and should never have been produced at all. Now, I'm sure Coates is going to say it's because you don't have a water separator to separate the water. I just want to point this out to you. This is a water separator. That's the one that I have directly on the machine. I'm going to show you one other thing too. I'm going to take you to the back. Now I'm going to stop for 1 second here because you can hear the compressor is running, but I just want to, you know what, cover your ears. I'm going to show you anyway. Okay, sorry about that, but I just wanted to point that out to you. I have not one water separator, but 2 water separators on this unit. As you can hear, or maybe you can't, you hear that? It's still hissing. This is like a couple of minutes now, it's still hissing. This is what I'm telling you about the oil leveler. It never goes down. It stays exactly the same. I have to oil this thing myself, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, because it was self-oiling. But as I find out, it isn't worth anything. All right? The next problem you have is that which is no big deal, but this thing is made like crap. Look at this. These fittings. You push these fittings in here, there's little snaps that come in there, and they leak air through these fittings here. All right, enough bashing them. Let's get back up. We're going to finish talking about this. Okay, like I said, I'm usually not a... you know I never bash any products at all I ever have. If I have anything bad to say about it, I don't do a review. I just let it go and I don't review it. But this machine, don't buy it. It's the biggest piece of garbage I've ever bought. And Coates Baseline, you should be ashamed of yourself for putting a product out there like this for anybody to use. This thing is a piece of garbage and should have never been produced from day one. All right? Sorry to carry on like this, guys, but this is one thing that really pisses me off. It wasn't cheap. It was over $3,500 for this thing. So, you know, I should have got a better product, and they should have had a better warranty, and I should not have had trouble from day one with this thing. All right, thanks for watching. Anybody has any questions or comments? And Coach, you want to talk to me? You know my phone number. Give me a call. Thanks again. I'll see you guys on the next one.